Alright, this is the inequality homework. So we have 5 minus 2x is less than 19. Alright, I know we'll say move the x, but we don't have to move the x anymore. The x is by itself on this side. There's no x's here. So let's move the the 5. So how do you get rid of the 5? Well, we do minus 5. So minus 5 from both sides. So we subtract 5. So now we're left with negative 2x. Remember, because this was plus negative. So you're left with negative 2x is less than 19 minus 5. 19 minus 5 is 14. Now, we need to get rid of the negative 2. So we get rid of the negative 2 by dividing by negative 2. Now remember, anytime you multiply or divide by a negative, the inequality is going to flip. This is where several of y'all make the mistakes. You have to flip the inequality. Since we divided by a negative, instead of saying less than, it is now going to say greater than. Okay? So we do the graph. Alright, so we do, so now it's an open circle, so it's open, and x is greater than. So where are all the greater than points? They're all to the right. Okay? Alright, so let's do number 2. So now we have to distribute, but first let's change everything to the plus negative. Okay? Alright, so let's change it to the plus negative. So 2 times x is 2x. Plus sign. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Now the plus 4 is the same. It's greater than or equal to 5 plus negative x. Now, how do you get rid of a plus negative x? Well, it's minus a negative x. So again, negative minus a negative is a plus, so we do plus x. So plus x on both sides. So now we're left with 3x. Oh, you know what? I made the same mistake most of y'all did. If y'all were screaming at the video saying, George, you forgot to combine. Give yourself 5 points. So first step is, so second step is we have to combine like terms. So let us combine negative 6 plus 4. Negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. Okay? So now it's 2x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 5 plus negative x. Alright, now we can do it. So now how you get rid of a negative x was minus a negative x. Minus a negative x, same thing, same, plus x. So 2x plus x is 3x. Minus 2 is greater than or equal to 5. Alright, next, let's get rid of the minus 2. Opposite of minus is addition, so we add 2 to both sides. So it's 3x is greater than or equal to 7. Now some of y'all subtracted 2x, which is fine. You subtract the 2x, you would get this. Negative 2 is greater than or equal to 5 minus 3x. Okay? Now let's get rid of the minus of the 5. We subtract 5. So minus 5 minus 5. You end up with negative 7 is greater than or equal to negative 3x. So now once again, to get rid of the minus 3x, we have to divide. So we divide both sides by negative 3x. And we divide by negative 3. Negatives cancel. Once again, if you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to switch the inequality. Okay? So, let's say 7/3. We have to switch the inequality to that. Now, 7/3 is less than x, or x greater than 7/3. So, the same thing we get here. We divide both sides by 3. X is greater than or equal to 7/3. Okay, really simple. We do the graph. This is going to be a full circle. All the points greater than or to the right. Alright. Sorry, guys. Alright. Number 3. 3 minus x is less than or equal to 4 times 3 minus x. Alright, so first thing is we have to distribute. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 12 minus 4x. A couple of y'all, I want to say like 5, forgot to distribute the 4 completely. We got to get our heads out of our butt and do it right. Alright, so we have 3 minus x is less than or equal to 12 minus 4x. So now, let's move the smallest x. Negative 4 is smaller than negative x, so we get rid of that. So I get rid of minus, or you add. So plus 4x. Plus 4x. Alright, remember there's always an imaginary one here. So negative 1 plus 4 is negative 3. So this is 3 minus 3x. Which is greater than, less than or equal to 12. So now we have to get rid of the plus 3, or the positive 3. Get rid of the positive 3 by subtracting 3. So minus 3 minus 3. That cancels out. So now we're left with negative 3x is less than or equal to 9. Now once again, we have to divide by negative 3. And again, I would say only like total of the whole class, all 3 of my class, I would say like 15 of y'all did it right every time. Every time you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the sign. So x is greater than or equal to negative 3. You have to flip it. Again, when you divide or multiply by negative, you have to flip the sign. Alright, so now the graph, since it's less than, so as the equal to part is going to be a full circle, and greater than are always to the right. Okay. So 2x plus 9 is less than 3x minus 4 minus x. Again, let's distribute. So this is 3x minus 12 minus x is less than 2x plus 9. Okay. So now let us combine our like terms. Oops. Drop the marker. Alright. So let's combine our 3x and a negative and a minus x. So 3x minus x is 2x. So now we have 2x minus 12 is greater than 2x plus 9. Okay? So now let's get rid of the 2x. So I get rid of 2x, we'll subtract 2x. Minus 2x minus 2x. So subtract. So we have 9 is greater than negative 12. So now, is 9 greater than negative 12? Yes, 9 is greater than negative 12. You don't believe me? Let's add 12 to both sides. It'll be easier. So if we add 12 to both sides, that will cancel. Now you have 21 is greater than 0. Now this is easier to see. Is 21 greater than 0? Yes. Any positive number is always greater than 0. So now, it's kind of the same like with equations, but we're doing inequalities. So now, if this is true, that means this is true for any x. So there is an infinite amount of solutions. Because 21 is greater than 0, there are infinite amount of solutions. Okay? Or for all real x. Alright? So that was number 4. Now let's do number 5. Alright, so let's change this to plus negative 1, plus negative 1, negative 3. So we have 3, bring down the 3. Negative x, negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. Okay, once again, we have to combine like terms. So let's combine 3 and 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6. Sorry. Alright. So now we have 6 plus negative x is less than x plus 6. Okay, we get rid of the 6. Let's change the x's. So you change this to plus x plus x. So you have 6 is less than 2x plus 6. Now we get rid of the 6 by subtracting 6. So you have 0 is greater than 2x. Now to get rid of the 2, we have to divide both sides by 2. But now we are dividing by a positive number, so we do not fit the sign. So we have 0 is less than x. So we graph the line, 0, open circle, and we go to the right. 0 is less than x, or remember we give it to the right, x is greater than 0. So that's that. Alright, we're going to have more practice problems in shortly. And once again, this is going to be for extra credit. You do it, you get extra credit. Alright.